God, this is going to be so interesting.
It's going to be so what?
Interesting.
Interesting. That's a kind word. Speaking of kindness, I'd like to say thank you. 1, for teaching me some yoga, and 2, for putting up with filming it. I think it'll be really cool to have this in the future. So this is so outwardly not me. A lot of people don't think that yoga can be for bodybuilding, but in my past, even as a younger bodybuilder, I used to do this a lot. This would probably be like at least my 300th or 400th time doing a class. It just doesn't look like it. And I'm extremely unflexible in certain areas. So anyways, I will let you lead.
You want to teach the class, my love?
No, not at all.
Sure?
Do you want to, what are your credentials?
I don't have any.
You don't have any. How long have you been doing yoga?
So I have a 200-hour yoga teacher training, and I've been doing yoga for myself probably a good 6 or 7 years. Maybe a little bit more on and off, because I did it on and off a lot just to help me with pain and posture issues. And a lot of tension, stress, and all of that yoga helps with. So, but yeah, I graduated in 2020. So.
Okay. You got time under your belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's many ways to do yoga, and the most important way for me is just practicing presence and connecting to your body so that you can listen to what's going on in your body, and uniting body, mind, and spirit on the mat. That's what we do.
It's been a while since I've been on a mat. However, like we're already in the pose, and I'm already like kind of thinking like, how do I feel? How am I today? I am definitely more present now than probably any time since I woke up.
That's good. So it's working already.
It's already working. All right, what do we do?
So if you want to be more comfortable in rock pose, because I do see that you're a little tight, you can sit on a block.
Okay. I might need 2 blocks.
All right, so let's close our eyes and start to bring our awareness to our inner world. So releasing all the external stimulation, connecting to your inner state of being. And just start to focus on your breath here. Noticing the pattern of the breath. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it flowing? Or do you pause and hold the breath? Just see if you can deepen and lengthen the breath, making it more intentional. Let's inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. With every inhale, feel the chest expand. Open up the lungs, and with every exhale, soften further into your seat. A few more deep breaths here as you arrive onto your mat, connecting with yourself. And notice if there's any tension anywhere in the face, any tension in the jaw. Can you soften the facial muscles? Can you soften the mouth? Let's place one hand over our heart, one hand on our belly, connecting heart and gut. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. pressing the palms together in a prayer position at the heart center. Bowing the head and setting an intention for your practice here. And on the next inhale, we're drawing the hands up towards the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, open the arms out wide. All right, beginning with some movement. How are you here in this position? Are you okay, or are you ready to move to a different one?
Very much ready to move to a different one.
Okay, let's go ahead and come out of rock pose. Let's go ahead and come into tabletop position, hands and knees, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Let's move through some cat and cow. So tilt the pelvis forward, lift the gaze. This is our cow position. Inhale here. Exhale, push the floor away, round the spine, cat. Go ahead and keep doing this at your own pace as you awaken all the vertebrae of the spine. Aligning the breath with the movement. Do at least 2 more cat and cows here. And then we're going to come back to a neutral spine. We're going to do something called wag the tail. So from here, we're going to bring right hip and right rib cage together, like if we're trying to squeeze something in between. And then we're going to come back to center and then do it over to the left side, left hip, left rib cage. I think that dog wants to do yoga with us. Go ahead and come back to center, and we're just going to switch sides. So back over to the right, getting that nice lateral bend in the spine, back to center, over to the left, and back to center. We're going to come into child's pose from here. So I like to do wide knees on my child pose, but you can go traditional. If you're going to widen the knees, you bring the knees out, bring the feet together, sit the hips back first. Yep, and then lower your heart down towards your mat, resting your forehead, or you can use a block under your forehead. And practice your breathing here, so a nice big breath in through the nose. Maybe you want to exhale out through the mouth and release a sigh, letting it all go here. Just surrendering, feeling the surrender of this pose. Surrendering here to the earth. Lifting our head slightly, we're going to crawl our fingertips over to our right. And then we're going to lower back down, getting a nice side body stretch here. Take 3 deep intentional breaths right here, opening up that left side body. And then we're going to lift that head, crawl our fingertips through our center, and then over to the left side, lower back down. 3 deep intentional breaths here, opening up through the backside body with every in-breath, surrendering with every out-breath. Nice, I hear those deep breaths. Good job. And let's go ahead and lift the head, come back to center, coming out of our child's pose here. Bringing our knees back under us, under the hips, and moving into our puppy pose. So our hips are going to stay over our knees, our hands are going to come forward, and then we're going to melt our heart down towards the earth. Getting a nice opening here in the chest and the shoulders. making sure you're still breathing. Starting to walk our hands back towards our head, press ourselves up. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips for downward dog. Pedaling through the feet here, walking the dog. So we're pressing our chest back towards our thighs. We're pushing the top of our mat away from us, creating this upside down V as our hips lift up towards the sky. Together, let's bend our knees, press the chest back a little bit more towards the thighs, opening up through the chest and the heart. And then lower the heels down as much as you can as you straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, chest goes back. Exhale, straighten the legs, press the heels down. One more time, inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, press the chest, straighten the legs here. Bringing the gaze forward, we're gonna walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Bending the knees here into a forward fold. Our chest hangs over our thighs, head hangs heavy. So we're sitting the hips back, our knees are bent. You can grab opposite elbows here if you'd like, and you can sway a little side to side. Bringing your hands to your blocks. Start to straighten those legs, nice long spine here, as if your back was a table. And bend the knees, sit the hips back, straighten the legs. One more time, bend the knees, straighten the legs. Go ahead and bend the knees, release your hands down, forward fold. From here, we're gonna reverse swan dive up, so our arms are gonna come out by the sides as we lift ourselves up. Inhale, big breath in. Hands touch at the top. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Closing the eyes, connecting here. Thumbs are plugged into the heart center. Take a deep breath right into the heart space. Exhale, release. Connecting to your body. Noticing what's going on in the mind. Just bringing awareness here. There's no judgment, just awareness. Let's release the hands down by our sides, palms facing forward. Press your fingertips down as if you're trying to plug into the earth. Create that space in your neck. We're going to allow the head to come forward, chin to chest. Breathe into the top of the back here. On the exhale, roll the head over to the right ear over right shoulder, opening up through that left side of the neck. Take a couple breaths here. Roll the head back forward. And then over to the left. Palms are facing forward here. Yep, there you go. Left ear over left shoulder, opening up through the right side of the neck. And then bring the head back through center. Let's interlace the fingers. Press the hands down. Inhale, reach them up. Palms face the sky. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the head. We're gonna press the elbows out, lift the gaze up towards the sky. Inhale here. Start to bend the knees. Exhale, round the upper back, elbows touch in front of you. Inhale, open the elbows out, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, elbows come forward. One more just like that. Inhale, we're opening, bringing that breath into the heart. Exhale, we're releasing, elbows touch in front of us. Go ahead and come back up out of this. Straighten the legs, release the arms down by the sides. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, flat back, hands on the shins, nice long spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back and the left foot back as we come into downward dog. Pedaling through the feet here, noticing there's any more space that you've created in this downward dog compared to the first time. Can the heels come a little bit lower? Let's go ahead and come into a plank, so shoulders over wrist here. Nice, strong. You can always come down onto the knees. Start to lower down onto the knees now. Sit back into a child's pose. So again, if you want to widen the knees and then sit the hips back, or you can keep the knees together, your choice here. Coming down into child's pose. Let's start to round the spine as we rise up, coming out of child's pose. Walk the hands forward, shift the hips forward, and lower the hips down to the earth. Coming all the way down onto our mat. Hands come underneath the shoulders here. Little baby cobra. Inhale, press the floor away and lift the upper body. Exhale, let it go. One more just like that. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, let it go. Go ahead and stack the hands here. So elbows out to the side, stack the hands and rest the forehead on your hands. Just connecting that front body to the earth, focusing on the breath. Let's bend the knees and then windshield wiper the legs side to side. Release the legs back down. Moving into a quad stretch. So you're going to bend the right leg and you're going to reach for that right foot. If it's not available, you can come onto your side. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And then you're going to lower your head back down. And you're just going to breathe through the sensation that you're feeling here, allowing your breath to carry you through the stretch. One more deep, full breath. Release that right leg, and we're going to switch sides. So bending that left leg, reaching for that left foot, lowering the head back down. And the more you press your hips into the earth, the deeper the stretch is going to be for the quad. Because a lot of times it's so tight that it rounds our lumbar spine, our low back. Release that left leg. Go ahead and bring your hands under the shoulders. Press yourself all the way up. From here, we're going to step our right foot forward in between our front hands. I love you. Okay, you can always use your blocks here if you need a little bit of help. That's what they're here for, if you need to bring the floor up. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Crescent lunge. So grounding that front foot into the earth, ground that back knee into the earth to help you stabilize. Yep, and as you sink your hips forward, you're going to feel it deeper into your hip flexor.
Yep.
Let's bend those elbows coming into cactus arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades, elbows back, lift the gaze. Release the hands down. Interlace the fingers behind you. Press the hands away from you. Open the chest. Go ahead and release the hands. Bringing them down. So we're going to bring our... Let's come into a side stretch because I have a feeling you're going to enjoy this for your hip flexor. So we're going to use a block on the right side. You can... Yep. And we're going to bring the left arm up. And then we're going to come into that lateral bend over to the right side.
Very tight.
Yeah, that's That's why we love yoga. It helps us become aware of where we have some tightness in the body, what needs a little extra love. Come back through your center. So grab your other block if you can. All right, good job, John. Start to straighten that front leg, and you can use these blocks here. So you're gonna bring your toes down first so you can stretch the front part of your leg and your ankle, and then you can flex the foot. Now you can come all the way back, or you can sit using these blocks. So whatever. I also like to sometimes reach with the opposite hand towards that foot so I get a deeper stretch. And focus on that breath. Don't overdo it. If it's too much of a stretch, you can back off a little bit. I'm only here as a guide. You are your greatest teacher. You know what's going on in your body. Always listen to yourself over me. Go ahead and bring your hand back to your block as you lift your hips back up. All right, from here, we're gonna bring the blocks out by our sides. We're gonna bring our hands down to the earth. Tuck the back toe and lift the back knee, coming into our runner's lunge. Okay, we're gonna come into a side twist. So left hand's gonna stay down, right arm's gonna come up as we twist. Release that right arm down. Lower that back knee, bring the right foot back. Let's move through some cat and cow here. So go ahead and tilt the pelvis, lift the gaze, inhale, this is our cow. Exhale, round into cat. Going at your own pace here. Coming back to that neutral spine, let's switch that over to the other side. So if you need a little bit of height with the blocks to help you here, bring that left foot forward. Whenever you're ready, inhale, reach those arms up, crescent lunge. You can shift those hips forward, yep. Now, if that front knee is passing the ankle, try to walk that front foot out a little bit so you keep the knee over the ankle. Focus on your breathing here, right into that hip flexor, feeling the stretch. Let's bring those arms into cactus again, elbows are bent. So we're lifting the gaze, squeeze the shoulder blades, press the elbows back. Then bring the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, press the hands away as we lift the heart towards the sky. Beautiful open sky. Go ahead and release the hands down by your sides. We're going to use these blocks. So let's come into that hip flexor stretch first. So keep the left block. Right arm is going to come up. Yep, and then we're going to come over to the left. We're holding here for a couple rounds of breath. Come back over, grab that block so that you can come back into that runner's stretch here. So you're going to straighten that front leg, walk your blocks back. First, we're going to bring the top of the toes down to the earth, stretching the front of the foot. And we're going to flex the foot. Again, option to do anything that feels good in your body. Always listen to your own body. If you want to sit all the way back, you want to reach for that foot with the other arm, play around with it, see what feels good, see what the body needs, and then hold it there as you breathe. And let's slowly rise up out of that stretch. Bring the blocks out by our sides. Hands come to the earth. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. We're in our runner's lunge. You can shift a little forward and back, whatever feels good here. All right, so we're going to come into a twist. Right arm stays down. Left arm reaches up. Breathing through it. Release that arm down. Let's go ahead and shift back into downward dog. So bring that left foot all the way back. Pedal through the feet. Let's go ahead and walk the feet to the top of the mat. Forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, flat back, hands on the shins, shoulders away from the ears. So bend the knees here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up with the arms. Press the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Close the eyes and tune in here with your breath, with your body. Noticing how you're feeling. What is coming up for you as you move intentionally? Release the arms down, open the eyes. So from here we're going to cross our left foot behind the right. We're going to squeeze those inner thighs, square off the hips to the front of the room, or the front of the camera. Forget, I'm not in a room, we're outside. Okay, so right arm's gonna stay down, left arm's gonna reach up, squeezing those inner thighs to help you balance as you come over to the right. Opening up that left side body here. Coming back up nice and slow. Release the arm down. Go ahead and uncross the legs. You can pedal the feet out a little bit, and we're going to switch sides. So right foot comes behind the left. We're crossing here. Squeeze those inner thighs. Left arm stays down. Right arm reaches up and over to the left.
I've done several hundred classes. I've never done this move.
This is actually really good to help balance the hips out if you have like one hip higher than the other.
Very cool.
Come back over. Uncross the legs. All right. How are we doing?
This is the first time I've done yoga since I've played with mushrooms, and I feel like a different sense of my body. Almost like more appreciative. Not that I was unappreciative before, but
I love to hear that because we always like to send gratitude to the body for everything that we put it through. If you think about it, we're so hard on our bodies, but really, our bodies are always trying to work for us.
yeah. The gym, you're usually beating yourself up. This is a little bit different.
We're trying to move with a little more grace, a little more love, but also the body's going to speak to you and tell you where there's pain and there's tightness. And
Yeah.
all right, let's go ahead and keep flowing. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, flat back, hands on the shins. Exhale, back to forward fold. We're going to step the right foot back about 2 to 3 feet. Bring it into a 45-degree angle. Bend into that front knee as you rise up for warrior one. Go ahead and bend the elbows, cactus arms. Then interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head. Press the elbows out, lift the gaze, look up at the sky and just feel grateful for this beautiful sky, this beautiful earth, this planet we get to live on. Release the arms down by your sides, interlace the fingers behind you, press the hands all the way back as you lift the chest, bring your gaze back up one more time. All right, I'm going to challenge you a little bit here. We're going to come forward, hinging at the hips. Working that front leg, you can bring the arms up slightly. Let's start to rise back up. Okay, we're going to straighten that front leg. Release the hands, bring the arms up. So we're going to start to sit the hips back as we hinge forward, coming into that forward fold. So wherever you feel that sensation, that nice stretch, just hold it there. Hold it for that left leg to feel that nice stretch. And then rise back up. Release the arms down. Bend into that front knee and come down with the hands. Left foot comes back, downward dog. Pedal the feet. All right, from here we're gonna step the right foot forward in between the hands at the top of the mat. Bring that back foot down into that 45, bend into that front knee, rise up, warrior one. Bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the gaze. Bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, elbows out. Release the hands down by the sides, interlace the fingers behind you, press the hands back, open the chest. Deep sense of gratitude. Gratitude for your body, gratitude for this earth. Start to hinge forward. Coming into that front leg, you can bring the arms up slightly, hold here, starting to build some heat in that front leg. Continuing to breathe through it. And then let's rise back up. Release the hands, straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Well, not forward fold. We're hinging at the hips and we're coming forward, but we're not coming all the way down. We're gonna hold wherever we have a nice sensation without any pain. And then rise back up. Release the arms down. So from here, we're gonna turn this way. We're gonna widen the feet a little bit wider than they were. Toes are turned out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come forward. Hold. Wherever you can, where you feel that sensation, you can always keep a slight bend in the knees. And then release all the way down. Hands come to the earth, connecting here. Releasing the head. You can use your blocks here if you need to raise the floor up at all. And now we're gonna go into some side lunges. So bend that right knee as the hips sink back, coming into that side lunge on the right side. You can keep it up here. You can try to come down here, wherever you are. You can also just go side to side, so you can come over to the left and the right. You can hold one if you want to get a deeper stretch. Again, just becoming aware of what's going on in the body. What is the body asking for? Remembering that you know your body best, better than I do, and you know what you need. This is your time for self-care, to focus on whatever you need. We're slowing down, being present on the mat, being present with our breath and our body. All right, we're gonna come back to our center here, straightening the legs. And of course, we're always gonna do a nice twist because twists are so good for our internal organs. We're gonna bring the right hand down, left arm's gonna reach up, nice twist, open up that left side body. Release that left arm down. Right arm comes up, twist over to the right. Release that right arm down. Let's go ahead and rise up. I like to bring my hands to my hips as I activate my legs here. And then I rise up with my upper body. All right, from here we're gonna come into warrior two. So let's turn the left foot, toes face the back of the mat. The right foot, we're gonna bring it parallel to the back, to this side of the mat, the other side. So this is gonna be the top of our mat for right now. This is gonna be the back. Bend into that front knee, keeping the knee over the ankle. Yep, arms come up. Warrior two. Again, notice what's going on here. If this front knee is coming inwards, we wanna press it back. Keep that inner thigh active. Notice if the torso is leaning forward, keep torso over hips. And notice where the arms are. Is this arm back here? Is it up here? Is it down here? See if you can bring the arms straight out from the shoulders. Turn the palms to face the sky. Bring the gaze forward. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Palms down, warrior two. Turn the palms, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bend back into warrior two. Last time, inhale, come up. Exhale, back to warrior two. Okay, from here we're gonna reverse our warrior, so we're gonna come back. Keep that front knee bent, right arm comes back, left arm reaches up. Come forward into extended side angle, left arm comes to the front leg, right arm reaches up. Turn the gaze towards the right arm. And now from here, option to come a little further into a stretch. Maybe you want to bring that left arm down towards that mat and the right arm comes up, getting a deeper stretch in that left leg. If this is uncomfortable, stay in extended side angle. All right, that left leg, let's activate it as we rise all the way up. So ground through that left foot, rise up to warrior two, and then straighten that leg. We're gonna turn that left foot parallel to the back of the mat. This is the top of the mat now as the right toes point forward. Bend into that right leg. Arms up, warrior two. Okay. From here, we're going to turn the palms. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, press it down into warrior two. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Come all the way up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Strong legs, strong foundation. Start to come forward, extended side angle, right arm rests on that right knee. Left arm comes all the way up, gaze comes up towards that left arm. Option to go deeper into the stretch if you want to start to bring that right hand down towards the mat. Left arm comes straight up, opening up through that adductor. Ground through that front leg as you use your strength here. Rise up, warrior two. Straighten the leg. Turn the feet now. Toes are turned out. We're going to come back into that forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Release the hands down to the earth. Maybe you can walk your hands back a little bit more. Getting a deeper stretch. All right, from here we're going to heel toe the feet in to our center line. You're probably like, why? What the hell is that?
No.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I don't question. I just do.
Oh, I love that. All right, my love, grab the block. Place it in between the knees and the inner thighs here. Squeeze that block, activating your abductors. Sit those hips back. We're coming into chair pose. Rise up with the arms, frame the head. Sit those hips back, invisible chair. Nice strong legs, grounded through the feet. Inhale, rise up. Straighten the legs, little gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, come back into chair pose. So let's do that one breath, one movement. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, sit it back. Inhale it up. Exhale back. Release into that forward fold. Release that block. And guess what? We're coming down to the floor. So go ahead and come onto your seat. You are sweating.
Yeah. Hot.
All right. So you're going to extend your right leg. You're going to have to get on the earth here. Hopefully you're not too icky about it.
I used to have hives as a kid if I touched grass, so we'll find out.
Next time we'll get you 2 mats to make sure we're okay. So we're gonna bend that left knee, left foot comes towards that inner thigh. Is this available for you? Okay, we don't force it, we just, if it's available, it's available. If it's not, we don't do it, we adjust. All right, we're gonna come over to a lateral bend. Right arm down, left arm reaches up. Rise back up. You can always just keep this like this if it's uncomfortable. We're gonna.
No, I just can't bend.
Next time I'll bring you a strap. I think you would do better with a strap. So that way you don't round your spine so much and you can still get a nice stretch, yeah. Yeah, you don't have to reach for the toes. You can bring your hands to your shin, wherever you are.
My hips. Oh.
Let's go ahead and come out of that stretch and we're gonna switch legs. So left leg straightens, right knee bends.
It's not bad on this side because I don't have that injury.
Okay, well, that's why I tell you, you know what's going on in your body, and if something's not available, don't listen to me.
No. You didn't tell me to do anything. It's
No, I
just
mean,
like
if bending it, if it's uncomfortable for you because of that injury you have.
it's just so much easier to get this leg back.
Yeah.
I thought like I'm just inflexible, but I think that this thing is bothering me because on this side it's pretty easy.
Okay, that's good. Come over to the lateral bend. So we're gonna come side, yep. So let's reach the left leg, the left arm towards the left foot, right arm comes up, yep. And just notice the breath. Can you make it a little bit fluid so that it flows and it's not like we're holding it and just pumping the breath? We want to flow the breath in and out. There you go. Rise back up. Turn to face that left foot first, and then you're going to start to walk your hands forward. Maybe it's just at the knee, maybe it's at the shin, maybe we're touching the toes. Again, fluid breath, so nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. All right, let's go ahead and come out of that. We're gonna bring the hands behind us, bring the feet to the earth here, bend the knees, and we're gonna windshield wiper the legs. So we're bending the knees. Yeah, this is good for the hips here. Internal and external rotation of the hips. So are you feeling it more on your internal rotation or your external rotation?
Well, my glutes are tight and my adductor is injured, so kind of feeling it everywhere.
We're gonna come onto our back.
This either means abs or we're done.
How are you feeling? You want it to be done?
Relatively soon.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I just want to keep you here all day with me doing yoga.
Aw.
Let's go ahead and hug the knees in towards the chest.
YouTube, this one's for you.
If it wasn't for YouTube, I don't know if you would have done this with me, huh?
The cameras may very well have overheated, so this might all be lost. It is what it is.
Even whatever we recorded before?
Some of it'll be there.
Why is your head up so high? Can you relax your head down? There we go.
Because I didn't know what to do with it.
Okay. Well, usually you just see me and you can see what I'm doing, and that's a good sign.
Well, to be fair or honest, I didn't even notice my head was up until you pointed it out.
All right, we're pointing and flexing the feet here a few times. We're gonna hug the right knee in, point the left toes, and then start to draw that straight line down with the left foot, hovering over the floor so it never touches the floor, and then rise back up with the left leg. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Go ahead and bend that knee and bring the foot down. We're going to do circles here with the right knee, so circle the right knee right into the hip. And then reverse those circles, go the other way with it. Cross that right ankle over left knee, press the knee out, opening up through the hip. All right, from here we're gonna come into that reverse pigeon shape. So we're gonna lift the head this time. You're gonna bring your hands through that little hole and you're gonna reach for that left hamstring. Is that available?
This is available.
Okay. But you can't come back down.
No.
All right, you rest yourself down. Leave this. I will bring your legs up for you.
Good luck.
Just as far as I can. And breathe through it. There you go. One more deep breath. All right, I'm gonna let that go. You can uncross the legs. We're gonna switch sides. So left knee, we hug the left knee in, extend the right leg up, point the toes. Start to draw that straight line down with the right leg hovering over the floor. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, come down. Exhale up. Last time, inhale it down. Exhale it up. Bend that right leg, bring the right foot down. We're gonna circle that left knee into that left hip.
Ooh.
A few times in one direction.
That's so sore.
And a few times in the other direction. Be gentle with it, my love. Go ahead and cross left ankle over right knee. Is that available at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so from here we're gonna try to bring the legs up. You think that's gonna happen at all on this side? Because I know this is the
We can try.
All right, so I'll do it for you. I want you to relax. Okay, ready? Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Another big breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath. Not bad. Go ahead and release that. All right. Last thing I want to do with you before we come into our Savasana, we're going to bring the, well, you don't have to bring the arms out into T because you probably don't like the grass. So just bring your arms down by your side. Widen your feet as wide as your mat. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. Now when that right knee, keep the right knee in towards your center. Bring your left foot to the, see if you can bring it to the top of that leg, and you're gonna slowly press it down.
That's as much as I got.
Let's go ahead and switch sides. So now left knee comes in towards center. Right knee's gonna try to put, you have a little bit more rotation, I think, on that side. Does one feel much tighter than the other, or they're about the same?
I don't know.
All right, release that, come back to center. Do you want to do a happy baby? Is that available for you?
Oh, God.
Let's do half happy baby. The grunting happens even in yoga.
Is it a bench press PR or just a happy baby?
Listen, side to side, look. Rock it side to side.
Oh, God, I'm going to fall over.
No, you're not. There you go.
I told you.
Okay, let's go ahead and come into our full body stretch. Straighten those legs out, arms reach back, full body stretch as if we're growing in length here. Oh, the hard work is done, my love.
The day has only begun.
Yeah, but we're not done because we still have to practice stillness.
Yes.
So let's bring our arms down by our sides, palms facing up, so we're receiving energy from the sky, from the sun. Eyes are closed as we just become present with our inner space, our inner world, noticing what's going on inside our body. Maybe we're noticing or hearing the breath. Maybe we can hear the heartbeat or feel any sensations here that we can feel. And just bringing awareness to the top of the head. Is there any tension there that maybe you can soften and release? Relax the forehead, soften the eyes, softening all the muscles of the face, softening the tongue, and slightly parting the teeth. Relaxing the throat, the collarbone, melting the shoulders deeper into the earth, softening through the chest and the rib cage, relaxing the belly. We're not holding it in, we're just letting it be natural here. Softening the hips, the thighs, the kneecaps, the shins, the calves, relaxing the ankles, the feet, and the toes. Allowing the arms to just be heavy here as they sink into the earth. Feeling completely supported by the earth underneath you as you surrender your body, surrender your mind, releasing any thoughts, just focusing on your breath. And just feeling a wave of relaxation from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just practicing being with ourselves here. There's nowhere to go and there's nothing to do for these next few moments as we completely surrender and rest, resting the body and the mind, allowing it all to recharge. As we slowly begin to reawaken, let's start to practice some mindfulness with our sensations, noticing all the senses here. Is there a sound that you can hear? Can you feel on your skin? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is there any taste in the mouth? Feeling the body pressed into your mat here, Starting to visualize in your mind's eye your body lying here on the grass, on the mat, outside, under the sun, remembering where you are. Maybe you want to start to invite some movement by swaying the head a little side to side as we reawaken the body. Maybe you want to wiggle some fingers and some toes. Starting to deepen the breath as we reawaken for the second time today, this time with more intention, with more presence. Let's slowly ground our feet back to the earth as we bend the knees. Let's place one hand over the heart, one hand over the belly. Take a deep breath in, fill the belly with air. Feel it expand on the inhale. And let it all go on the exhale. One more big breath in, expand the belly, fill it with air. Exhale, let it all go. Sending love and gratitude to your body for all that it does for you. The fact that it's the vessel you have to experience this life here on earth. So just send it love, send it gratitude. Be thankful for this beautiful vessel of yours. And we're going to go ahead and turn over to one side into that fetal position. You can either stay there for a few minutes, or if you want to just press yourself slowly back up to that seated position. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, press the palms together, bring them to the heart, bow the head, thanking ourselves for showing up for this hour of yoga, being present with our body, our mind, our spirit. Your body thanks you. Your mind thanks you for the space that you've created for it. And I thank you for trusting me to lead you through the practice. Namaste.
Namaste. That was good. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
That's why I told you that maybe the first time we just wanted to play around with the yoga first. I didn't know, like,
You can leave that on.
We started, you're like, I can't sit an easy sit.
We can still talk.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute.
We'll find out if it's all on camera or not. Oh my God, look.
Aw. I don't think I've done a yoga class since before my last prep, so it's been at least a year.
I'm sure your body
I had new
was
tattoos that I noticed during it. I really appreciate it. And I hope it's still recording so I could catch the end part. That's, for me, what when I used to do yoga at home, I'd skip that part, the thanking yourself and being present, and the pose where you just lay down and do not skip.
That's the most important one.
I think for me, once I started going to some classes and like you couldn't leave the class in the middle at the end, so I would just sit there and be like, oh, I'll play along. And I realized it's nice to thank yourself. It's nice to have that positivity with your body. So thank you for sharing your class with me. You were, if I had just signed up and done a class, I wouldn't have known that you were any different than anybody else. Like you're just as talented as any yoga instructor I've ever had. Better than some. So everybody has a different style, and I love that I did at least 2 things today I've never done before in my life. That's cool.
Well, I'm glad you gave it a chance and you did some yoga, and even though you have a lot on your plate right now and you have a busy schedule, you took some time out for you.
Yes.
To be present here.
About to say, this is probably the most present I will be all day, and that in and of itself is a present. Now, it would be super awesome if my camera did not overheat.
Well, my phone's still working out here in the sun.
Oh, it looks like it's still good to go. Guys, what a gift. Thank you, Allie.
You're welcome.
I love you. I appreciate you. Guys, this is very different from normal. That's okay. Challenge, change, different. All help us grow. If you want to help me grow, send this to your friends. Make sure you share, subscribe, like, comment, all the good things. And of course, send it to Alex's Goats. I'm going to go have the best day ever.
Me too.
Thank you. Yes, you have the best day ever as well. I need a shower.